like it can be lonely and it sucks, and you feel that you're different, but I'm here, guys, to say that you're not. It is okay to be a geek. It's okay to like your games and to play them, but it's also good to have that balance with your, have that life balance too. So like as much as I game, I also work out as well, and I do so many, amazing things. And I am gonna cry sometimes, and I am gonna say things that people may agree with or disagree with, Um, but I've never like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, guys, but I've never had that, man. Like I've had friends, but I never had friends that like understood what it was like to, to play these games and stuff. Like they played the game, but they didn't experience it, Like you guys come in here, you don't care what race I am. Hopefully. You guys don't care. Like you don't care about like my size, how I look like, my voice. But when this is off, I have to deal with that every day. Like I have to deal with people looking at me weird, thinking I'm some kind of freak or something, because I like anime or something, or, people constantly judging me. And this gives me like freedom. I can't tell you how much that means to me. And that the fact that this show has hit 16,000 views, I know that doesn't seem like it's a lot. But for me, I started with nothing. People told me that doing this was stupid, or liking metal was stupid, or a lot of things that I did was stupid. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But this just it is so it's such a wonderful experience. Like um I've met so many people now, like that are like they're sisters to me, they're brothers to me, and it really means a lot because I don't get to feel like this every day. Sorry, guys. I just this is just how I feel. This is how I feel. I keep it real. I keep it real with you guys because I want you guys to understand the reality of things. And like, I'm not just crying because I'm trying to like put on some kind of act or something. This is the core in my heart right now of how I feel. Words cannot express. You guys got me 2,800 subscribers on my other show. 410,000 views. And this show is growing like exponentially. And you know how many times, like, because people thought what I was doing was stupid, they wanted for me to quit and give up on it. But you guys have been the ones that stopped me from hitting that delete button and being done with this. Like, when I have some people that are just so acidic, and they say fat jokes and stuff like that, and I shouldn't be sensitive to that because I I I am a very strong person, but dang does it hurt when I hear that. Um It does. So I really thank you so much, Flawless and Killa, and for the four people in here. Thank you so much for coming in. Like, you guys are a blessing. Trust me. Like, I tell I tell people about the community that we have here, and it's wonderful. Also, I gotta give a shout out to my girl, Lady Miss 80s. That woman, I can't even tell you what that lady means to me. And I just met, I connected with her, not even like it's been a week or something like that, but she has been there for me like nobody, like rarely has. Especially like ladies, we can be really rude and mean to each other, And I can't tell you how much. Thank you, guys. And her, also my friend Jackie, just J to J. They do a lot of league and stuff like that. So if you like league, let me get out of the way because I'm being a peasant here. um, but yeah, guys. Thank you, thank you. Um, I mean, words can't even express it, man. I mean, this has opened up so many like opportunities for me, and I know many more because I know I'm still a small stream, but I know, as I grow, I will make sure to reciprocate what you guys do for me. When I'm able to do it, giveaways, stuff like that. Um, I will do that because you guys deserve that, because you guys invest so many hours. Pardon me here, I'm a hot mess right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I take things to heart so much because I've been treated like crap. I do. And sometimes offline too. It's like people look at me, but they don't know, like, they don't know my talent. They don't know what I have to bring to the table. And I'm not here like, tooting my own horn. Um, but yeah, let me continue here a little bit. I'm just gonna let my feelings out here before I head out. Um, yeah, I just want people to know, like, fat people go through some stuff, man. You know how like it just like you're constantly being compared all the time, and you want to look that way, you can't. You want to fit into certain clothes, you can't. And I try to have that fabulosity, trust me, I try. But there's just so many times where it's like you just want to give up because you just feel, and you just feel miserable. Pardon me, guys. Here, my mouth is like so dry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. People say it's the inside that counts, but you know, it's such a lie, man. In the real world, it's such a lie. And then like the thing too that's kind of frustrating for me as well, um, is the fact that like even here on Twitch too, we're going through that same thing. Like we should not be going through that mess. Like we should not be going through that. Like there should be no reason that people should feel indifferent on this platform, because this should be like an escape, from what you're going through. It should be an escape. Like, no one deserves to like come in their chat and like people are just being straight up like abrasive and no, and people may say me crying right now is a sign of weakness. I beg to differ, because at least for me, I'm being real instead of putting up a front. Like, why should I put up a front? You know? And but I'll tell you guys what, this is the most honest I've ever been on, like, and I've always been straightforward, but this is the most straightforward I've been because I felt that it was time. I was like, you know what, 2016 is it's gonna be a different time, you know, and I told myself that I'm like, it's gonna be a different time because I have to let go of pain that I've been through. Like I have to. Um, I have to, because that is the only way that I feel that I will feel so much better. And doing this for me makes me feel better. Playing these games, and my family's support and everything is awesome too. And yeah, I didn't think I was gonna cry today, but sometimes you just gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. You just gotta do it. Yeah, I agree, Flawless. You know, you know, I tell you guys, it's not easy. And then, like, when you try to get the clothes, right? Yeah, the clothes, they don't fit right, and you are constantly being compared. It's just this endless, just comparison day in and day out, and you get tired of it. And you get tired of it, and it's always up and down because you tell yourself, you're like, you know what, yes, I'm beautiful, everything's good, you know but there were many times, like, when I would hang out with my friends, right? Like I was talking about that earlier, and I would hang out with my friends, and they would be dancing or whatever. Dudes would be like, yeah, let's go dance with them. And then no one would want to dance with me, you know and you remember stuff like that. Like, it's not like the good moments you remember, but sometimes it's those moments that are extremely hurtful that you remember that stuff. Oh, well, thank you, Flawless. You and Killa, you guys are so nice. I appreciate your support, guys. I really do. Man, took a lot out of me, but it needed to be said. I think that's the release that I honestly needed, because I swear I feel like I've been holding that inside all the doggone time. And you can only hold that in so doggone much. It's like man, you can only take so much of that. Only you can take so much. You know? And I give and I give and I give. And sometimes it's like I would like something decent in return, would be kind of nice. But, you know, it's hard, and being a good Samaritan is hard. And sometimes when you're intellectually sound and when you're put together, it's tough. It can be tough. But I know I'm doing the right thing. That's why I'm going, to grad school and, studying, multicultural student affairs, was because, I want kids to know that they deserve to have full potential when it comes to their talent, and that nobody should tell them likewise. Because that affected me greatly. Um, it did. Because there's sometimes where I'm like, man, I could have done so much more, but I was listening to people and their stupid opinions about me instead of listening to myself and being like, this is something that I should have done. But I went through it for a reason. That's what I always tell myself, honestly. But it can be hard sometimes, guys. I'm telling you. What women of color go through in this country is not easy. And it is not easy. And when you're constantly looking at like you're some kind of freak. That's like what I was watching I Am Kate. That was the same thing what they described. It's like, trans women are treated that way. They're looked at as some kind of freak. And